Hi there, everybody. This is just going to be a quick one, quick and succinct. You can see I've got here on my dining room table a new book that's just arrived, Everyday Bread Baking. I can remember many years ago when my first child was on his way, and I just moved from living in Australia and America and working for Greenpeace to sitting in a little country cottage in England. And one of the things that I learned was bread baking. At the time, I did feel like a lot of my horizons had closed. I had a job offer in New York, a job offer in Rio, both as a frontline Greenpeace campaigner. After the work I'd done successfully to help or lead campaigns to, for example, close down a very dodgy nuclear reactor, turn back the entire Japanese whaling fleet, and end a piece of national legislation that was going to hand over the old growth forests of Australia into the hands of the Forestry Commission, who make their money from logging trees. And suddenly I was in Dorset and there's not much employment around, and that was kind of a lockdown. It turned out okay. I've got a beautiful son who is now 26 years old and is one of my two companions here in my home with me right now. You know, there are different types of lockdown in life, and how we cope with them, how we face them, and most importantly, how we come out of them is partly due to our attitude and our aptitude. And that is partly down to our appreciation. So, if you're feeling low and you're feeling like a victim, I would ask you, what can you do to improve upon yourself? What can you do to make this opportunity into something that you can look back on in the end and say it was positive? I spent several hours today practicing with my new archery bow. Hit quite a few bullseyes and very rarely missed a target. That was something I couldn't possibly have done 2 weeks ago. I've also ordered my book on bread baking. I enjoyed baking all different types of bread. There's all sorts of yummy different things inside of it when my first child was on his way. And I found myself locked down in that country cottage instead of racing around internationally in the exciting role of a Greenpeace frontline campaigner. Well, lockdowns come in various shapes and sizes, but at the end of the day, what are you baking? What are you doing? What are you creating? How are you accepting the challenge? Your mental health, your happiness depends on you. You are who you are. Make that something resplendent. Make that something beautiful. Bake in the oven of your life something incredible. Do it now. Seize the day. Accept the challenge. No time for excuses. We are the champions, my friends. Remember that.